and welcome to Late Night Fright Theatre and The Mummy in just a few minutes here. Another interesting thing about the Mummy movies, this is the first and the best of the Mummy movies. So stay tuned and watch this thrilling Mummy movie. See you in a while. Whoa. That man, that Mummy man, could sure have used a cosmetologist or a facelift. Never seen anybody disintegrate quite like that. My goodness. Their old movies were really nice. Sit back and just kick back by the fire, enjoy it, have a good time. I got some response during the intermission to our trivia question. And as a matter of fact, we have a couple of winners. The first two. It's really neat to break away. I really enjoy breaking away and having those phones lit up all night long. I do my best to get to you as soon as possible. But when I put you on hold right away, it takes me a while to get back to you. It's usually because I'm talking with someone else who's giving me the correct answer and trying to take all the vital statistics down. And tonight's winners were Norm Underberger. One note here, he was second place winner in this year's King of the Mountain trivia contest that was just, last week? Not too long ago. So he was our first place winner. Our second place winner was Gary Arbino, and both of those lucky men get 2 free passes to see either Amityville 2 or Warlords 1981, and also a free Late Night Fright t-shirt, like the one next to Boris's cage. Boris enjoyed the movie. That was his nemesis, Boris Karloff, tonight. So they had a lot in common. Okay, that gets rid of tonight's winners. I promised you all that you would also be able to win a free Late Night Fright t-shirt. Okay, all you have to do, the answer to tonight's trivia question was, what was the question? It was about the, my goodness, Raymond Burr, that's right, that's the answer. I misplaced the answer. Okay, thank you, Robin, I appreciate that. Raymond Burr was the winner tonight, and he appeared in a movie. What was the name of the movie? Oh, that's right, he played Steve Martin. See, here I'm spaced out. He played Steve Martin, the person in the movie Godzilla. We had some calls that we took tonight from youngsters who were wondering when we were going to show our next Godzilla movie or our first Godzilla movie. I'm not really sure. I will find out during this week, and I'll let you know next week when we'll be airing some Godzilla movies. I like them myself. So, write your name, your address, and your phone number, and the answer, which is Raymond Burr. That's all you have to do, on a postcard, and stick it in the mail. Mail it to Late Night Fright Theatre, care of, there it is right there on the set. Late Night Fright Theatre, care of KVIQ Television, P.O. Box 1019, Eureka, California. That's where you send your postcards to. And you'll have a frighteningly good time at the theater with the, oh no, you don't get free passes for this, this is just television. Or just t-shirts, I'm sorry. So you'll win yourself a Late Night Fright t-shirt. United Way Telethon. We'd like to get back to that and make mention United Way Telethon, November the 6th. Also Halloween Eve, October the 30th. We're going to show Dracula. We'd also like to have you come by in your costume if you'd like. Okay, that takes care of all the business. Next week, we are going to have the Invisible Man is going to appear right here. And we got to talk with Eric Dumphy and Matt Hardy. And they're both 13-year-old youngsters in the Neyland area who say they know a lot about the Invisible Man. They don't know about the Invisible Boy or the return of the Invisible Man's mother-in-law on Thursday evening after the dishes. Doesn't know about any of those other Invisible movies, but they do know about the Invisible Man. They read the book, and they seem to be pretty envisioned by the Invisible Man. So I'll be talking with them this week, and perhaps they'll be on the show next Saturday night. If you know a lot about the Invisible Man, the woman, the child, and the dog, and so on and so forth, give me a call, Daniel Tucker, at KVIQ 443-3061, sometime during the week. And that's just about it. We hope you all had a good evening this evening, and we hope you all have a frighteningly good week, and stay up late on Saturday nights to watch these scary flicks. It's really nice. I enjoyed the way the melodrama unfolded tonight, the deterioration of the face and the mummy. It was really neat. Also like to say a special hello, Mr. Paul Hawks, and your adorable daughter, Dawn. And Ron and Sue, Wanda and I will be on our way in a moment. And send in those letters and postcards and have a scary, very scary week. Until next Saturday night, that was for you, Dr. K. Little Dad, have a good week, and we'll see you next Saturday night with The Invisible Man.
You're watching The Invisible Man, starring Claude Rains, on tonight's Late Night Fright Theatre. We'll return after these messages. Tonight's co-star, the versatile Ralph Bellamy, felt he was being typecast and left the screen for Broadway in 1943. We'll be back to our movie, The Wolfman, after these messages. Have people in the studio, we'll have a camera on you, and in your costume. First prize, we're going to have a prize for the best costume. First prize will win a $25 gift certificate, and that's down at Iron Pyrite in Old Town in Eureka. They're donating a $25 gift certificate, and also a Late Night Fright T-shirt, and also the second and third place, first and second runner-up in costume attire. We'll also give a Late Night Fright T-shirt. Speaking of Late Night Fright T-shirts, we just got a phone call from a lady who watches Late Night Fright on a 12-volt TV, a 12-volt battery TV. No electricity out in Miranda, I guess they're out in the hills out there. Bonnie Parker, I just want to let you know that I'm going to be sending you a Late Night Fright T-shirt, so hang in there. You'll be getting that. Okay, also, Halloween 3. The winners for the write-in contest next week that we draw. Oh, no, that's tonight. I'm sorry. Right, Todd? Tonight. Okay. Tonight, the two winners that we chose tonight, or that called in and were told they were winners, they'll be receiving free passes to Halloween 3 and also a Late Night Fright T-shirt. Right. Okay, I'd like to thank you, Marla, for running camera. It's really nice to have a competent camera person. We have one every week down at KBIQ, and they're donating their time. That's Marla over there on the camera. Next week, ta-da! And here we're going to have a clip of next week's film, Dracula. I want to read your blood. That could be the next line. That's next week, a classic, one of my all-time favorites. Dracula, the original. You saw Bela Lugosi's eyes. It is a frightening movie. And you can watch it next week on Late Night Fright Theatre. Until next week, have a wonderful week. I hope you get the pants scared off you. Make sure to attend the Boys and Girls Club Halloween Haunted House next Friday, Saturday, Sunday night. John and Phyllis, I'll see you in a little while. Take care and have a spooky, frightening week. See you next week on Late Night Fright. Tonight, we have Count Dracula, and we're all going to drink some blood together. We'd like to invite you all to come down, have some popcorn, refreshments. We've got a whole house full of people here already. We've got a gorilla, and we've got a Dracula, and we've got Ronald Reagan decided to come down. He made a special trip to Eureka, and we have a wonderful Wolfman here. He's a week late because last week we had the Wolfman on. Tonight we have Dracula. So come on down between 11 o'clock, or between right now, it's 11:15, and before midnight. At midnight we're going to close the doors. We're going to have a costume judging. We'll have the first place, second place, and third place. The first prize for the best costume will be judging at midnight. They'll receive a $25 gift certificate from Iron Pyrite in Old Town, and you'll be able to use that $25 towards the costume or towards some practical jokes. They have all kinds of little neat things down there at Iron Pyrite in Old Town. And then the second place, they also won one of these, a Late Night Fright T-shirt. And they're really a hard commodity. We're not selling them. And people are lining up around the block to get Late Night Fright T-shirts. So you'll be a lucky owner of a Late Night Fright T-shirt. Second place, also a T-shirt. Third place as well. 12 o'clock will be the judging, so make sure you come on down between now and 12. Lock the doors at 12, and no one else is going to be admitted. Okay, the United Way Telethon. We've been getting a lot of people asking when the 3D movie is. The 3D movie coincides with the United States Telethon. The United Way Telethon. It's people helping people, money staying right here in Humboldt County, to help the organization, which it does help. 26 different organizations, I'll have you know. Now the places you can pick your 3D glasses up, if you don't know what they look like, these are 3D glasses. They're very inexpensive, cardboard, a little blue lens and a green lens, 2 pairs for 99 cents. The money goes for the United Way. If you're in Brookings, you can pick them up at Four Seasons Department Store. If you're in Arcata, at Bistrin's, at McDonald's, and at the new outdoor store. If you're in Crescent City, all of our friends in Crescent City, you can get them at Bistrin's and at Casey's Market. Right here in Eureka, you can get them at the station, KBIQ-TV, at Bistrin's, at the Works, the Pro Sports Center, at the Pant Rack, at the Food Mart, at the Fifth and L Market, at Casey's Market, at McDonald's, and at Coast to Coast. We're hitting them hard and heavy here in Eureka. Out in Fortuna, go to Bistrin's or Food Mart. They'll have your 3D glasses. Out in Garberville, all of our friends in Garberville can go to that friendly pharmacy, Green's Pharmacy. In Fortuna, Bistrin's, and the Food Mart again. And out in Oric, at Oric Market, Humboldt State University, at the YES office, and at the College of the Redwoods, go to the bookstore at the College of the Redwoods. And all those places you can get your 3D glasses when we will be showing that November the 6th, The Revenge of the Creature. And then our Late Night Fright movie will be The Creature Walks Among Us. So you'll have to stay tuned the 6th from 4 in the afternoon until 12 midnight. See the last 2 legs of the Creature trilogy, and you'll also see some old films or old television shows, half-hour serials that I'm sure everybody gets charged out of. F Troop will be one of them, I know that, and there'll be some other ones as well. Okie dokie. This is Halloween Eve. Tomorrow night, in fact, at 12 o'clock midnight, it will be Halloween. That's when we'll have our costume judging contest. We'd also like to say that for all you mothers and fathers out there that have little ones that are going to go out trick-or-treating, it's a nice thing to make it a family affair, and y'all go out with your kids and have a good time. You can trick-or-treat when it's light, and that way you don't have to worry about cars having to use their headlights to see you. Also, make sure that the costume that your child has, or that you have, if you're going out to a late Halloween party, make sure you can breathe through it, and you can see through it, and cars can see you. They have reflecting tape out now. They have these wands that glow in the dark. They got all kinds of good safety tips for you there. Also, maybe you want to carry a flashlight so you can see where you're going. And you can use makeup instead of a mask. We have a lot of people that are all made up here tonight. It seems like it's going back to that. People are getting more into making themselves up instead of buying the prefab mask at the store. Also, if you can't get parents to go with you, go in a group of children. Also, make sure to cross at corners, don't jaywalk. And if there's no sidewalks facing the traffic, or if there's no sidewalks, then walk in the street facing the traffic. Just some safety tips. Let's all make this Halloween a real happy, safe Halloween. Also, General Hospital has volunteered to x-ray any candy and packages like that. And they're doing their service, community service. We're doing our community service. You do your community service. And this will be just a really, a great happy Halloween for everybody concerned. Okay, tonight we're going to be talking with someone who is an inspiration to Humboldt County. And he's brought national acclaim. Of course, I'm talking of Jeff Smoller. And he is what the pun-off is all about. And we're going to find out what the pun-off is. We're also going to see some clips from last year's pun-off. And we're just going to have a really good time with him. We also have some kids from KIDS, Kids Interest Devotee Society. They're here, and they're going to talk about their haunted house at F Street in the War Memorial, or where is it at? The Eureka Municipal? The Eureka Municipal Auditorium at 12th and F. That's tomorrow at 6:30. Yeah, it is. Eureka Municipal Auditorium. I can get it out of there. Okay. Also, tonight's trivia question. Anybody who watched The Wolfman last week is going to have a little edge on everybody who hasn't seen The Wolfman, because our trivia question is going to be a little bit about the movie you saw last week. If you're a Wolfman buff, perhaps you'll know it. If you saw our movie, you will remember, I'm sure. So get by those phones in the middle of the show tonight. We'll have our regular trivia question. You can call in, win a Late Night Fright t-shirt. Okie dokie. That's about all I have to say. Come on down, get here before midnight. We have a great first prize. We got a couple of second and third prizes. We're going to do all that. We're going to have a good time, eat popcorn, and watch Dracula. We'll be back with the Count Dracula to drink your blood after these messages.
And here I found a friend out of the past, the Invisible Man. What have you got to say about Dracula in Viz?
Dracula will be right back after these messages.
Dracula, the 1931 Universal release, the original Ted Browning's adaptation from Stoker's classic about who else? The man who rised from the dead, the undead himself, Count Dracula. And who better to play the unseemly one than Bela Lugosi? Tonight you're all in for a treat, as are we, as well as some other added features that Late Night Fright always has. Tonight's movie, my favorite character in tonight's movie, perhaps yours as well, a really kind of seedy, kind of strange little man named Renfeld. He's played tonight, and admirably so, I might add, by Dwight Fry. And you might notice him stamping out some bugs and munching away. That's because he spent some time in an insane asylum, someplace that him and his kind are very familiar with. I'd like to tell you the whole story on myself, but Spookman has other things to do, because we have a Late Night Fright Theatre trivia contest question tonight, and we have other things going on as well, like every night. Hope you enjoyed the Twilight Zone, and now, remember the sponsors on tonight's movie, especially. Keep them stuck in your mind, because if you have a new car, if you want a new car, go to the cars that sponsor this show.
Tonight's Late Night Fright Theatre is Dracula, starring Bela Lugosi, who established his reputation in European stage plays and motion pictures, and then was asked to come to the United States. After his arrival, he appeared on the New York legitimate stage in numerous plays, including Dracula. Soon after, he made his Hollywood debut. We'll return with more of our feature in just a moment, starring Bela Lugosi and Helen Chandler.
Good evening, and welcome to Late Night Fright Theatre. Late Night Fright Theatre? Thank you. Here, this is more like it. Late Night Fright Theatre. And we have our Late Night Fright t-shirt. As a matter of fact, all of you out there who are lucky enough to already have Late Night Fright shirts, they are now coast to coast. We have a Late Night Fright t-shirt in Linden, New Jersey, on the other side of the United States. So you can all say that you are a member of the Late Night Fright Fan Club, which is encompassing the entire United States. That's a fact. Linden, New Jersey. We have LaRonda Lynn Tucker out there, who's 8.5 years old, and she came all the way to San Francisco, and I flew down to meet her just to have a Late Night Fright t-shirt. She also took with her FT1, and we may have the return of FT with FT2, if perchance we can get one made. Tonight's movie, It came from outer space. It's our first real sci-fi movie. Tonight is a science fiction movie. No Wolfman, no Dracula, no Lon Chaney, no Boris Karloff. Tonight, we have Barbara Rush and Richard Collison with Charles Drake as Sheriff Matt Warner. And he's a very essential character in this movie. And it was made in 1953. I might say that was a very good year, the year of my birth, the year of the snake. And it came from outer space. Originally filmed in 3D. And you won't be seeing the 3D version tonight, but it was originally filmed in 3D. And also, I'd like to say, we got a letter from a young lad with a couple of pictures in it, and I believe that my stage hand has a letter. Stage hand? Oh, hello there. Stage hand. And here it is. That's our stage hand. Okie dokie. It says, Dear Spookman Dan. That's me. I'm Spookman Dan. I just wanted to tell you, I enjoyed the triple feature Saturday night. Your show is the only way I get to see so many horror movies. I hope your show goes on for a long, long time. Thanks for everything. Sincerely, your friend, Robert Hindman. And Robert Hindman is 11 years old. He also says, P.S. Mom and I would sure like to see Dark Shadows come back. We had Dark Shadows, a little interesting story about Dark Shadows last week. Can you see those pictures? This is from an 11-year-old. Here we are. This is what King Kong and Godzilla look like through the eyes of an 11-year-old. And I'll tell you, if he got an award for drawing, I would give him an award for drawing. The guy's great. Robert, thank you very much for your letter and for your movies. Thank you, Stage Hand, for dispensing us. Yeah, okay. My goodness. The people we have to work with around here. Boris, how you doing, Boris? Good. Okay, also I'd like to say, for all you people out there who are apathetic and say there's nothing to do during the week, well, we have something special for you to do every Wednesday night. Drop in at the Old Town Bar and Grill, because that's comedy night. If you're a stand-up comic, or if you have anything interesting that you'd like to do that you've never done in public before, the Old Town Bar and Grill on Wednesday night, it's comedy night. So make sure you head on down there. No cover charge, and you'll have a lot of good time, good laugh. For a couple bucks, have a beer or whatever Coke, whatever. Okay, that's just for that. Also, Chuck Williams, if you're out there watching tonight, we heard that your group, Vinyl Siding, did a taping, and we'd sure like to have you come by and tell our folks what Vinyl Siding's all about. Our trivia contest, we will have a trivia contest tonight, and you'll receive your publicly acclaimed Late Night Fright T-shirt. The trivia question tonight has to do specifically with science fiction, and we'll be giving you a little more detail on our trivia question during our mid-break. Also, we'd like to say, hello, Bueno Boy. Very good. Hope you're enjoying tonight's show, having a good time. I know you are. And I'd like to say hello to everybody down at my house. They're all sitting by the TV. We have visitors from L.A. and Chicago and New York City and all over the place. Welcome to Late Night Fright Theatre. And after these messages, we'll get right into our movie, It Came From Outer Space.
Tonight's movie, It Came From Outer Space, stars Richard Carlson and Barbara Rush. We'll return with more of our feature in just a moment.
Ta-da! And that's the end. It came from outer space, and lo and behold, it went back into outer space. So you've seen it all, right here on KBRQ, Channel 6 from Eureka, California. We saw it come from outer space and land. We saw the aliens take form of human bodies, and we've seen it disperse. The world is once again safe for you and I, Spookman Dan, Boris Tarantula, and our stage hand. Well, he was here, and I'm sure he'll be here again. That was the movie, It Came From Outer Space. Next week, we have another real good one. Not really. We have a good movie next week. Not a science fiction along the same lines as this one. However, it's The House of Fear. So if you like to get feared, I'm afeared once in a while, and I imagine you're probably afeared too. Next week, tune in at 11:15 for Late Night Fright Theatre and be in the House of Fear. The trivia questions were answered by two lucky people out there. The winner number one was Ye Stod Stone, and winner number two